Hey, it's Jabbo. Welcome to BrickTsar, your home for vintage Lego. And I know, yes, this isn't vintage Lego. This is a modern Lego set based on a vintage person. Elvis is actually born the same year as my father. That's about the closest connection I get to Elvis Presley. But I do remember as a kid, I remember 1977 because that was the year we got Star Wars, and it's the year Elvis died. And my cousin was a big Elvis fan. She had stuff all in her room. I remember every time we go up to my grandmother's house where my cousin lived. Yeah, I remember seeing all the Elvis stuff in her room. And I remember how sad she was when Elvis died 45 years ago. But 45 minutes ago, well, actually, it was a couple of days ago, I built this one. Actually, I was going to get my daughter to build it. But she picked the one because there's 3 different models that you can build. And this is middle Elvis. They also had the 1970 late 70s, which was the Vegas year Elvis, and then the early Elvis, which the cover art there. But I love this mosaic, and I love the mosaics in general with Lego Group. But I don't like all of them. Some of the floral mosaics, I'm like, ugh. Even the one that had the spaceman, I liked the spaceman, but I didn't care for all the other little designs in there. I didn't care for the world map. And in general, I'm getting burned out with so many Lego sets. I'm probably going to do a video in the future because in a time when Lego is making more products than ever, and a lot of them that I really like, I mean, I do like this. I'm not saying I don't like this. Never before, and especially in my time of collecting Lego and doing YouTube videos, have I been where I'm just like, I'm ready to just, I can't keep up. And I'm not even trying to keep up. And this is coming from somebody who bought half of the sets that came out in 2013. So it's like, yeah, Legos, it's like when I try to complete a theme, they ruin the theme. So now I'm afraid of completing things. Like I was trying to get all the mosaics. I had a complete collection of mosaics as far as the 48 by 48 size ones, and now I don't. I'm not even going to try now. But if I see something I like, I'll probably get it. But this isn't a review of this. I really like the cover art on this. The instruction manual. It's a picture of Elvis. And I did use the faux printed signature tile there instead of putting I pretty much always put the tile instead of putting the studs there. And then as always, I'm never going to rebuild this. I'm never going to take it apart. So I put all the extra studs in my Bricklink store because I'm never going to build one of the other models from this one. If I want to build one of the other models, I'll buy another copy of this instead of taking it apart. But yeah, I do like that they put that on the instruction manual. And I'm really going to miss it when Lego stops doing printed instruction manuals. And that may, like, Lego's getting me to the tipping point. Oh, speaking of tipping, yeah, I'll do this package first. Lego's getting me to the tipping point of not buying so much. They've made me stop trying to complete themes I used to complete. And little things, yeah, anything that they can do to make me stop buying sets is a good thing. It'll save me a lot of money. Speaking of tipping point, this is from Professor McBrick on Bricklink. And let's see if he is a real professor or just a professor of Lego bricks. All right, so what do we got? We have one 4x10 plate, one 2x2 red plate. Got another 2x4 red plate. We have a 1x4 brick. We have another 1x4 brick. We have the correct vintage windshield part. Oh, I'm doing this wrong. I forgot how to build these things. You'd think if after building 1,200 of them, I would be down. We got another 2x4 brick. The headlight brick. Now the windshield goes on. Another 2x4. Oh, why did he put these in separate baggies? It's a level of care that is appreciated but not needed with me. I mean, these already got nicks on them, which I actually kind of like getting the parts that already have nicks on them for the these vehicles. All right, get these, put these in these. I do this too in my store. I guess it is annoying opening these, getting stuff out. All right, so we got the single wheel. I always have to check the wheels to make sure it's the correct actual wheel, and actually this one is wrong. So that one is a single wheel with a dually tire. This is the most common mistake that I have found with the tipper trucks. To the tipper truck building station and get the correct wheel. Okay, so one mistake in a Bricklink order, but not a major one. I got another container. So as someone who's bought over 2,000 dually wheels, I've become a little bit, I don't want to say an expert, but I do spot when they use the wrong wheelbase. It's happened, I've probably bought 50 or more that had the wrong wheelbase. And it's not something I would ever, like with this, there's no way I'm going to talk to Professor McBrick. I mean, he might not even be a real doctor. He might just be a professor of Lego, and not, because he's not Dr. McBrick, he's Professor McBrick. So, a 17-piece set that had one piece wrong, but not that big a deal. So yeah, that's 1,203. All right, so I do keep these because if I find the right base, I'll put the dualies on it, and if I find single wheels that are loose, I'll put those. You know, it's like I never find it the other way with the single wheel on a dually base, and the reason for that I think is because when that happens, it's quite obvious that it's the wrong one because the wheel's bigger, or that holds the tire. So, oh, I forgot. I also got this from Professor McBrick. It's a Fabuland cat. I don't know which cat it is, and I probably already got like 6 of them in my collection, but I couldn't find. It's the only other thing I could find in the store to add to the order. So I got that. So there's one less tipper truck for somebody to buy, but I'm glad I bought it because another person might not have caught the mistake. All right, we got one more package from. This is from Walmart.com, and I saw this when I went to the Lego store, but I didn't buy it at the Lego store because it was more at the Lego store. Do Better Lego. Oh, they just keep raising the price. And I probably paid way too much for this. But I want to get it for my grandson. This is actually ages 1.5 and up. He is not there. He's not even to a half. But for purposes of me, I'm going to open this. I hope this doesn't require batteries. That Lego piece. All right, let's look at this. Oh, they put they're in these little boxes. This is what I want. I don't even care about the other pieces. Well, actually, I probably will care because I'll probably need the other pieces. So get these little things out of here. This is part of a cat. Wait a minute, oh, isn't that sweet? I guess I do need the cat's head. It's a tabby cat. Oh, it's happy. Wait a minute. So, Mr. Kitty, what do you think of Elvis? What's your favorite Elvis song? I had no idea I was going to play music. I guess we did do the sleepy-eyed part of the cat. What's another question we can ask about Elvis? What's your favorite Elvis movie? Yeah, they all put me to sleep too. That's him purring. And have you been to Graceland? Is that an alarm clock? All right, let's get the dog's opinion. So, all right, Kitty. Are these interactive? That would be cool if they were interactive. So the other piece in this is the puppy. I think this is a puppy. It's a musical puppy. I don't know what kind of puppy this is. But we're going to get the puppy's opinion of Elvis. The awake puppy version of Elvis. So where were you when you found out about Elvis dying? I'm not sure what that was. I can't tell if he's eating or peeing. All right, so what's your favorite Elvis song? That's the wrong one. Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. I don't know about that song. And what do you think about Elvis's manager? I think that's a peeing sound. All right. These things are not very loud. I got to wake up. All right. So there you go. Never before seen on YouTube. Puppy and Kitty talk about Elvis. I'll see you guys in the next video. Are you a channel member yet? I hope so.